we'll do the live thing first. Like, hey everybody, welcome back to the Bigmark podcast. I'm your host, Bigmark. If it's your first time watching, welcome. If not, welcome back. Like I always say, if you ever wanted to reach out to the podcast, let us know if you want to hear a new episode or, a topic, or come on that and join as a guest. We always love to have a guest in here, so it's not just me here yapping away at you. Again, but I really do appreciate you if you are listening to me yap here. Again, this is all for you guys. I say it every episode. I'm excited to be here, but it's all about you guys. You guys keep me going. You guys help support the podcast by watching it and telling your friends. And if you tell, like I always say, if you tell one friend, you can double the podcast overnight. So thanks for being here. Check out our Patreon too. Patreon.com/BigmarkPod. There's a couple ways to support the podcast there. And, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and make sure you like the video and comment and whatever you'd like. Always love to see those comments, baby. I'd like to see a discussion too. I mean, I don't know. Haven't really seen it happen yet, but if people start kind of, asking questions or, adding in their own kind of flavor or their own kind of ideas in the comments too. See if we can, because really what I want to do is I want to bring people with all these different topics. People are interested in different topics. People from different varying backgrounds are interested in said topics. Maybe a suggested video. If you look into some of the other episodes, you might find something that might interest you. But again, today's episode is about Deadpool and Wolverine. So that's what it's all about. No, but again, great movie. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Just fantastic. Really excited to talk about this one. Again, if you've read the description or read the title, this is what we're talking about. So it came out July 26, 2024. Really interesting backstory. There's a really cool, about the making of the movie itself too, right? It's been in development for quite some time. Obviously Ryan Reynolds did so well with the first two Deadpools. Ryan Reynolds himself was such a main driver. He was the one who was really making it happen. He kind of indirectly admitted to leaking, some of the test footage of him in the Deadpool costume. And again, it's kind of like, do comic book artists, sometimes create characters based off actors or, people, celebrities, just because, that's a good kind of basis of a character, right? You have someone to kind of base them on, and you can almost think in your head, all right, maybe eventually it's going to be a movie in today's day and age. But I don't know. I don't think it's always that way. I think sometimes there's just a perfect actor for the perfect character. And I think Ryan Reynolds definitely nailed that. And the director was Sean Levy, who directed My Big Fat. He directed Big Fat Liar, Cheaper by the Dozen, Pink Panther, all the Night at the Museum movies, Animorphs and TV, and then he also directed a bunch of Stranger Things episodes. So that's kind of where he really made his mark. But you can tell he's got a comedic background, he's got an adventure background. He's kind of like one of the perfect directors for this. Like I mentioned before, it's been in development for a while to have this third Deadpool movie, but since Disney acquired Fox and the rights to Deadpool, I feel like in some ways they were kind of figuring out how they were actually going to use Deadpool, and COVID obviously happened and things like that. But I think they were really trying to figure out how can they make this work, this character who's hella raunchy in this pristine Disney world. And yes, of course, they've slackened up, and they have a lot of, what do they call it? The words on the tip of my tongue. It's just their assets or whatever you want to call them. A lot of them are obviously squeaky clean, but I think they've kind of been pushing the envelope lately with the violence and what have you. But still, there's a lot of sex and drugs and rock and roll when Deadpool's around. Of course, Ryan Reynolds was signed on, and then when people started hearing Hugh Jackman was back, like, as far as I knew, Hugh Jackman was done playing Wolverine. You know, he did Logan, Old Man Logan story was great comic book story, and one of the best comic book adaptations really is Logan. And that was also supposed to be, anyway, the actual death of the character, where Hugh Jackman wasn't going to really play Wolverine anymore. And you know, he was great. He's a great character. He's, you know, much like Ryan, much like Reynolds, in the sense that, you know, he's perfect, and he's been the only Wolverine too, so we all know him as that. But there's something about, I got the same feeling. I think I mentioned this before in the Alexis on Fire episode that I did. If you want to go check that one out, I went to their last, quote unquote, their last show in 2012. So they were breaking up for a myriad of reasons in 2012, and they played their last show in Hamilton, December, I think, in 2012, and it was supposed to be the last show. And like, I had always loved Alexis on Fire, and I had never seen them before either, but that was the first time I was going to see them, their last show, and they were, you know, tears on stage. Beautiful. They played their fucking balls off. Like, you could tell it was like they knew it was their last show. They played so fucking hard at Cobb's Coliseum in Hamilton. Amazing show. And then a few years later, they came back and started playing shows, and I saw them and I've seen them since. But I kind of felt this feeling of like, oh, you know, the poetry is kind of been lost. That kind of feeling of that, like, poetic feeling, that poetic ending. You know, and you don't always get that in life. Don't get me wrong, but it was exciting to see Hugh Jackman back, and it's really funny. You know, Deadpool and Wolverine have this kind of, whether it's considered or not, you know, there's a lot of comic book runs where they're both actually, you know, sharing scenes together, if you will, sharing adventures. But there's this ongoing joke that one of Wolverine's biggest fears is that the only two beings left on Earth is going to be, you know, him and Deadpool, because they both have this healing factor where they can't really die. So it's pretty funny to actually have them together in that sense. And, you know, Wolverine is so fucking serious, and Deadpool is just a fucking clown, and it's just such a cool. They're an odd couple, but also perfect. It's just so great. The general idea of this whole movie was supposed to reconcile the X-Men and Deadpool universe, which is Earth 10005, and then Earth 616, or the Sacred Timeline, which is where the Marvel MCU universe exists. And if you don't really know anything, I guess I should say hella spoilies from this point on, because I don't know if I've mentioned too much yet, but from this point on, spoilies. But if you don't know, and you're still listening, the multiverse idea is something that actually a lot of comic book writers came up with, and I've mentioned this in previous episodes, but a lot of comic book writers have come up with this idea of multiverses because it kind of allows you to, like, kill off characters. It allows you to create timelines where different characters exist or have different powers or have different abilities, all these different things. Essentially, what comic book writers ran into is, like, you know, these characters have to fucking age eventually. They have to die eventually. They can't just be like forever stagnant as the same thing. So when they would kill a character, like, I remember when the death of Superman, you know, there was this big run that Superman died, and then they resurrected him. There's a bunch of other ways that they brought him back. But when there's these other comic book lines, like runs, I should say, where, you know, other artists are just, maybe they're, you know, they've just written this. It's an independent thing. It's not necessarily part of, as quote unquote, canon. But that canon, if you will, is the Sacred Timeline, and that's how they're looking at it in Deadpool and Wolverine. And then all these other runs are these, like, branches of the timeline. So if you've seen Loki, which is a great Marvel Studios, like, television series, and it talks about all these timelines and sacred timelines and what have you, and and pruning and, you know, all these different, how these characters exist in time. And I guess it's hard to explain if you're just listening, but you know, there's a the sacred timeline, there's kind of a main thread or vein of time that's moving forward, and that's where most things exist. But anytime there's another character that does something, whatever happens, there's a branch off the main timeline, and that character might exist, might be the same name, whatever, but there's something different in that universe. And once you have too many of these branches, they have to eventually kind of get clipped, because the main branch starts to be a little bit unstable. And they realize that in the 10005 universe, so in X-Men and Deadpool's universe, because Logan is dead, because he died in Logan, it's affected the entire timeline. He's the anchor being for that timeline. So he is the one, Logan's the one. So they're trying to save that timeline, but he gets taken back by the Time Variance Association, TVA, and brought back to the 616 universe. And because he at one point he used Cable's time travel device. He did try and get in the Avengers. So anyway, he realizes that this TVA guy, Paradox, is going to like destroy the whole universe, or he's trying to prune his own universe, I should say, to kind of make things easier. Mercy kill, if you will. But Deadpool kind of figures, if I get a Logan from another timeline, I can bring him back to mine. And it's kind of a harebrained scheme, and kind of throughout the movie, they don't really know if it's going to work or not, but it's actually a cool part because they go through all these other variants of Wolverine. He goes through all these different time. He uses a time fucking portal thing, whatever the hell they're called. I can't remember, from Loki. It's cool. It was also cool seeing that Loki, like a lot of the scenes, like the Time Variance Association, the TVA, different parts from that were in Loki as well. The Void, Argoth, or whatever that fucking purple demon's name is. Asgarth, Morth, Garth, Henderson. Anyway, it was cool to see that like on the big screen, like in theaters with a full budget. They made some changes there, but again, you know, he's traveling through all these different timelines, and you know, there's a Henry Cavill Wolverine, and he looks fucking sick. Like he looks dope as fuck. Like obviously Henry Cavill, he's fucking looks sick. They had like a comic book accurate Wolverine who's like 5'3", right? So actual Wolverine in the comics is 5'3". He's a short squeak. And that's why kind of people were a little bit cheesed when Hugh Jackman, who's like 6'2", was going to play him. But again, fuck everybody. He does such a great job. But it's funny. In one of the scenes, he's just a little squeak. It's fucking beautiful. There's like this one scene from this Fever Dream series, one of the like, you know, branch off comic book series where Wolverine is like crucified on like an X amongst this like sea of red skulls. Is fucking crazy. But it's really cool to see all those ones and like finding the right Wolverine. And he apparently finds the worst Wolverine, so in his universe. And that was the very, like, I basically really don't have anything bad to say about this movie, except it got a little confusing with Wolverine, like Logan, the worst quote unquote Wolverine. They just referred to his story, not even necessarily in fully flashbacks, but they're just like these memories and like kind of like overdub memories. And then what the story that Logan said, that he kind of like abandoned his friends and things like that. Eventually the TVA prunes Wade and Logan, they go into the void. It's really cool because while they're in the void, they have this like wild battle, and like while they're kind of fighting each other, because Wade admits to Logan like he's not really sure if this is all going to work. And then obviously they can't really kill each other, so they're just like getting their anger out, but it's just, you know, super violent and all that fun stuff. They end up running into Cassandra Nova, who is actually Professor X's twin sister. They were both in the womb, and she was born. They had like a psychic battle in the womb, some craziness. I don't even know all about it, but she's like living in Ant-Man, like a dead giant Ant-Man's like corpse. That's like her home base. Super trippy. But during this time, and they're trying to get away from Cassandra Nova, they run into all these prune characters that are from, again, from other timelines. They run into Elektra, from Daredevil and her own joint. Johnny Storm, who is Chris Evans, and when you first see him, you think it's Captain America, but then it turns out to be Chris Evans. Blade, Wesley Snipes fucking shows back up, and then Gambit played by Channing Tatum, and he is fucking really funny. He does a really good job because Gambit's from Louisiana. He's Cajun, and his name is Remy LeBeau, and he puts on this like stupid Cajun accent that you can like barely understand. It kind of sounds like the guy from fucking Waterboy. That guy down there didn't mountain here, it kind of sounds like that, but like he's just like I'm going to play the card. I'm going to fucking pull the card. It's fucking hilarious. Again, Cassandra Nova is really good. She plays an awesome role. She has like cool powers, and kind of again just like treading that line on like what an evil Professor Xavier could do. She inevitably, so Deadpool and Wolverine break out of the void. And so does Cassandra Nova, and she's trying to break all the timelines. So she's trying to find the machine that Paradox is going to use that's going to prune Wolverine or Deadpool's universe, and she's going to prune all of them and just leaving the void. That's her plan. So she summons, I guess, or like calls from all the timelines, all the other Deadpools to stop the main Deadpool and Wolverine. And it's pretty fucking wild. Like all the different all the different Deadpools that show up too, right? Like you see all those Wolverine variants, but there's wild ones, Lady Deadpool, who I think is perfectly cast as Blake Lively. She plays Lady Deadpool. Nice Pool, who is like a great character, and he has a hilarious death. Dog Pool, Head Pool, who's just a head who fucking floats around, which is fucking wild. Cowboy Deadpool, Kid Pool, Ronin Pool, Deadpool 2099. There was Golden Age Deadpool, who kind of looks like he has like a little bit of like a little mask thing, like a gas mask going on. Zen Pool, Peter Pool. I don't know if you remember from the second movie, Peter was there. And, there's a Canada Pool, Welsh Pool. There was like a Welsh one just to like represent Wrexham FC. And what else? Just there was like a ton of fun ones. And speaking of Wrexham, there was apparently a Deadpool Wolverine TVA mixture. And it looked like Rob McElhenney was actually dressed up as such, because I saw a little, behind the scenes photo of Rob wearing a TVA suit, but he had Wolverine claws, and all he needed was the Deadpool helmet, and it could have been him, but he didn't. I did not catch him in the movie, and it was funny because the caption of that picture that I saw was, "Oh, I'm so excited to be in the movie. I hope my buddy Ryan Reynolds doesn't cut me from it." And it seems like he did, because that's fucking hilarious. And that seems like a prank that Ryan Reynolds would do to McElhenney, those fucking jokesters. Again, it's really interesting. At one point, throughout most of the movie, Wolverine is in his like classic yellow and blue suit, which we've never seen in any other movie. And with like 10 minutes left in the movie, he dons like the legit Wolverine mask with the wings and like everything. And I think that the way that they did that was they had to kind of wait till the technology like kind of caught up. Like, I mean, his mask doesn't move very much, but there's something about like the way the eyes are, like they have to do those white eyes, and sometimes it just looks fucking funky. It takes away a lot of the emotion of the face, obviously, right? So, with Deadpool, they do a lot of manipulation, like CGI, I'm sure, with the face to kind of show emotion and things like that. But they didn't, they could only do so much, I think, with that mask. So it kind of makes sense that they never went with it, and especially at the time of the first time we saw Wolverine in X-Men 2000. There was no way that they would have had technology that could have pulled that off. But super great. Eventually Wolverine and Deadpool have to kind of like sacrifice the body, and one of them they're kind of both like jockey to see who's actually going to sacrifice themselves, and then they both kind of go, fuck it, why don't we just do it together? And it's great, and it kind of speaks to how it's just one of those like great kind of buddy movies. Like I said, there's not many bad things I can say. There was a couple characters that weren't played by their original actors, like Juggernaut, but then there was a bunch of characters that were played by the original actors, even if they're kind of like in the sidelines. And again, like I said, it's just such a quintessential buddy movie. You see, it's like, if you want to look at it like that way, the power of friendship overcomes all in some ways, even if you hate each other in some ways. But truly, and I think this is what really makes the movie, is that I mentioned it earlier, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool and Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. You don't see this very often, whether it is just serendipity where you have these characters that, and again, when they hired Hugh Jackman, people weren't super stoked. But there's something about this, the acting. It's just the perfect mix of these characters these actors understanding these characters so well and just doing such a great job of being that character that there's no other way you can ever really imagine someone else doing that character as well as they do. And it is also difficult to play the character as long as Hugh Jackman has. He's sacrificed his body. He's done a lot of shit to get in shape and be that character. But again, you don't see that often where the character is just perfect. The actor and the character match perfectly, and then they're both sharing the screen together. I think it's brilliant. I think it was a great movie. It was a love story to millennials. Maybe not every generation is going to get it. Maybe there's a couple hidden jokes that you don't know. I want to see it again. I've only seen it in theaters, but I'd love to see it again and catch all the Easter eggs and things like that. So fantastic movie. Check it out. It's still in theaters now. If you're watching this podcast on the what is that going to be? The 2nd of August. Happy birthday to my sister. So it's going to be fun. Listen to this podcast and then watch the movie and then come back, listen to this podcast. We can regale and share some memories. So thanks y'all for being here. Again, I always appreciate each and every one of you. Could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to listen to this. So thanks again. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Love y'all. Check out the movie Deadpool, Wolverine. Rock and roll, bub. Peace.